Well, the hot topic these days in boxing seems to revolve around a new promotional company that is getting started. It features 50 Cent, the famous rapper, and Floyd Mayweather Jr., the great champion in the sport of boxing, who have now collaborated for a promotional company that they are hoping will rival and exceed both Golden Boy Promotions and Top Rank, Bob Arum's company. Those two companies have, for the most part, controlled all the major fights in boxing in recent years, and in fact, Mayweather himself was promoted by Golden Boy Promotions until now. So, a giant in the music industry, and Floyd Mayweather Jr., arguably the biggest name in boxing, along with Manny Pacquiao, of course, merge their considerable assets. Now, they've already started to sign fighters, Yuriorkis Gamboa and apparently Andre Berto, two of the fighters that they have already signed, and they're going after others to try and build a stable and compete with Golden Boy and Top Rank Boxing. The reaction so far has bordered on hysteria in some corners, and I think for me, right now, before anything else happens, I think we have to kind of take a step back and say that this company may be a giant in the industry, and they may rival Golden Boy and Top Rank, and in the process will either help the sport by providing healthy competition, or could further add to the chaos of the sport in which fighters from different promotional companies don't fight each other. We don't know at this point which it will be. We don't even know if this company will truly get off the ground. Now, clearly, they have resources behind them. 50 Cent is obviously a well-funded young man, and so is Floyd Mayweather Jr., and they have plenty of connections. Here's the wild card in all of this. The man who is always the wild card in boxing, the very mysterious Al Haymon, who manages many of the major fighters today. Now, some of Al Haymon's fighters are already signed to contracts with HBO, and some of them are signed to contracts with Golden Boy Promotions, and of course Golden Boy also does fights with Showtime as well as HBO. So some of his fighters are spoken for now, but many of them are not. And so what will be interesting is to see how many of Haymon's fighters matriculate over to this new company that 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather Jr. have now opened up, presumably. And I think that's the key. Al Haymon has long held the key to certain movements in the boxing world, and I think more than the two famous people that are fronting this company, I think Haymon may be the key to whether it ends up succeeding or not. If every fighter he has at some point end up getting with this promotional company, then clearly they will have some cachet. And then the other wild card is, how will this new company be able to deal with the two broadcast entities that, for the most part now, put on most of the major fights, and that would be, of course, HBO and Showtime. Now, there is the idea that this new company is going to create a different dynamic that will create new opportunities in how these fights are televised and sent to the public. It's a possibility, but we've seen many other promotional companies begin with lofty goals and great ideas and end up doing business in the same old way. We'll see what happens, but for right now, I think the idea is that overreacting one way or the other to this news is probably not a good idea. But I will say this, it's going to create a fascinating story to watch in the coming months.